Welcome back to another video. First long length video in quite a while, so hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy it today. Just gonna run through my training program. By no means is it a perfect scientific program. And then also with the programming, everybody's gonna be a bit different in what they really enjoy from training. And at the end of the day, personally, I don't think there's a perfect program out there that fits everyone, because you gotta be able to enjoy your programming, push yourself to go into that programming, and then adhere to the programming as well. And everybody's recoverable volume is different and whatnot. So take everything with a grain of salt. Really just sharing this for educational purposes. And personally, as I'm going through YouTube and whatnot, love to see other people's training programs, kind of how they structure things to incorporate things like progressive overload, different volumes. If they're focusing on a body part, that's awesome. So without further ado, gonna hop over to the computer, show you the spreadsheet that I have my programming on, and we'll run through just some of the basics, lifts that I'm looking to progress and whatnot. So hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy, and if you do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy to answer any questions you guys do have. Hopping directly into the programming now. So first and foremost, the split is kind of like a hybrid. So doing a push, lower, pull. We'll throw in some cardio. Could always do a rest day there, and then finish the week off with an upper, lower, as well as for this Thursday cardio, we'll add in just a little bit of arms and shoulders in there, some abs as well. But essentially, the program at a whole would just be push, lower, pull, cardio, then upper, lower, with a full rest day on Sunday. And just personally like to do an active rest day, try and get out in the sun, get a healthy number of steps in, say probably 10K or more at least. So yeah, just taking a look at the programming now. We'll scroll through it just slowly for you guys. If you want to pause the video to take a look at each exercise, sets, reps, and whatnot, feel free to. I'm not going to run through everything that in depth. Want to keep this video short and concise for you guys. So yeah, with that being said, have that first push day followed by lower, and then I will do pull. I know a lot of people like to do the push pull legs. I personally just find that if I do pull before legs, sometimes my upper back will be sore, and that kind of takes away from the platform that I can create on back squat and other squatting movements. So just prefer doing legs before pull. And then finishing the week off with that lower and upper. And then the highlighted lifts are really the lifts that I'm focused on progressing week in and week out. Whether that's through a couple of reps or it's through increasing a bit of weight. Honestly, you're not going to progress every week, so it's not a perfect thing. And if you did progress every week, it would be kind of insane. For example, if you just add a rep every week, if you added 50 reps in a year, that would just be crazy. So never going to be a perfect linear progression by any means, but just really important to get into your training, make sure you're logging it, and then try and progress week to week, hopefully progressing at least month to month, and then over the years just continue to build strength, which I would say correlates to size as well if you're chasing a physique. So awesome to keep a logbook. So really main two focuses are big push movements on that first push day. For example, in the week 2, which I will show you guys, just have 100 by 15, 110 by 8, and then I believe I did 110 by 10 on that week, 120 by 6, and then finish that off with 100 by 9. So we'll take a look at the week 2, 15, 10, did a kind of like a drop set here, or pause, rest, did it for 6, dropped the dumbbells, re-picked them up, got them back up, and then finish out with 2 more nice controlled reps. And then I will finish that off with a drop set where I'll just really focus on slow and controlled and form, and then pump that out until ultimately do fail. And then some other big progressive lifts I'm focusing on is the back squat. One of the bread and butter movements for me that I really enjoy having in my programming. Not the best lift for everyone, so take it with a grain of salt. By no means have to have the same exercise selection or anything like that. But I believe in squat, just added 10 pounds to this top set, which is great for me. Happy with that. And we'll look to progress in the future cycles. And then pull-ups, currently my body weight is sitting in the low 230s. So you may look at just 8 pull-ups for 4 sets is nothing crazy, but can assure you, definitely catches up to you when you're that heavy. And then my cardio day, honestly, just add in some face pulls, tricep push downs, cable curls. Looking to bring up essentially my upper body, specifically arms and shoulders. So have a little bit of volume in there, just an extra volume snuck in. Find that I recover from arm training as well as shoulders pretty quick. So happy to add that in. And then another 2 big movements for that second lower day is hack squat and deadlift. So we'll really push those movements. Just have a volume of 3 sets for deadlift. Find if I do add extra volume in that, I will just have my lower back not so much hurt, just a little bit sore and tender for a couple of days afterwards. So for me, not a super important movement to have an extra set just to progress when I know I could just take a set off, probably still getting a very good stimulus without that extra fatigue, and then finishing it out with a full just upper body day, usually flipping back and forth from a push movement to a pull movement, and finishing out with a little bit of arms there. And then we'll just take a look kind of at the progression to show you guys specifically. Allow me to go down. We'll take a look. Hack squat is one that I know added 25 aside to the top set, which is great. And then for context, that is the Cybex hack squat. And really just focus on making those progressions week to week. And then ultimately for me, I will auto-regulate whenever I do deloads and whatnot. This is a newer programming structure for me, so always making adjustments. I think that's super important at the end of the day. One of the keys to that training is just finding out what works for you, what you can recover from, and also what you really do enjoy for your training. So I know I mentioned it earlier, but would love to hear any questions, comments, concerns in that comment section down below. And then if you guys do enjoy getting to see a little bit of behind the scenes and how I structure my program, definitely like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Hopefully do a physique update coming up in the next few weeks for you guys, just to see how the physique has changed since the last time. But with that being said, hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy, and just want to say thank you for watching all the way to the end. You guys have a great rest of your day.